spin has such a long cooldown now in laning phase. As it's kind of nerfed, I mean ages ago of course, but... Alright, the toss back, here it is!
There we go. That's what you're talking about, getting that Monkey King underneath the tower.
Yep. That's the best way to play around it. Just keep going for those toss back plays so you can have a better start. And with DD, now you can get some last hits in the lane too. Catch back up.
Getting a bit of a chase onto Hanskin. Now he's got the Firefly, the knockback.
Very nice.
Keeping him in the blood bright. Hanskin is pretty low though, so does have to keep the distance. MNT starting to salve up.
Oh, they're pulling Frost out of the lane all the way to the left. He's gonna miss. Crucial last hits. Still pretty even. 1k gold lead for Vega right now as MNT looks like he's gonna continue playing around Dendi. So Invis, they could look for it again. Try the toss back. Chessie has to be careful.
Let's see if he falls for it.
If he sees the axe, he does see the axe, he should be very, very careful with his positioning. Yeah, as they know the rune spawn came up at 6 minutes, so having that lane ward should be able to protect him.
Top lane. I'll try for the attempt on Jonas and Van. Error. He's going to be turned towards instead. Can he juke this out in the trees? They're hunting, but then and they'll find him. Another kill on that top lane, Chessie. Going out with the boundless. MNT pulling, or at least trying to pull the Monkey King away from Dendi. But Chessie's backing on top of Dendi. And some of that boosted damage still left from the Jingle Mastery. He'll get the kill. See if we can chase down more. He does have the boundless strike up again, actually, in a couple of seconds. Not looking to want to chase for now. I think he can get the knockback with the flame break, but they can't. MNT's going to be bumped further back to safety. MNT's fine. And they lost Sentinel. Jonas and Fan dying again on this top lane.
Yeah. MNT was pinging as well that the Monkey King's coming over and they need to be careful. Spexu.
He's waiting for the angle. He wants to sort of get the big kill. Oh, well. Chessie holds it, doesn't drop it on the Dazzle, drops it on the Jug. Gets the bigger kill for the team. And straight back to mid he goes with the TP.
Even with the high armor. Sometimes you think it's not going to do that much damage, but since it's maxed at 7 minutes with phase boots.
He actually cancelled his TP, actually.
Alright, so he's going to stay top.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that Centaur can actually get something. Now Centaur should be able to farm okay versus Tiny. But they're bringing 3 to slow down Chessie.
Bringing Bat up here as well.
Now they forced a 1v1 where Bloodseeker's very happy bottom on the side of TFT. Because he's able to farm versus that Darkseer just fine with Blood Rage. And Centaur should be okay mid. So a nice move here by TFT, switching this quick little lane. Do like that. Now Tiny will not be a kill threat though, so for Vega, that's the good thing, is that Dendi's going to get some guaranteed farm in that mid. And high levels, level 7 already. High level Tiny. That's the one thing about Monkey King is your HP pool isn't really that high, so if Dendi does get good levels coming out, we could see him try to set up for those pop plays on the Monkey King when he sees the opportunity. Onskin stealing a stack maybe here.
And they're going to do their best effort to try and keep him off it, but there's backup. Chessie jumps in, Hanskin. It's getting kind of low. Chessie, can he get the stack? So the flame break not going to help out, but the Stampede certainly will. Closes the gap, the boundless strike destroys Peksu. Can they get more? Madara comes in, he's popping the Omni Slash to get the call as well. Chessie, can he stay alive? He just needs to hit. He's got the life still, but it's not enough. Chessie will fall, but they lose Madara for it. Now Frosty's ready to turn. Jonas and Fan trying to get into position as they look to chase down Dendi. The wall has been dropped by Kezu. Will put off Frost from chasing for more. But they don't want to walk through this wall. And Jonas and Fan is going to have to on the retreat. Kezu getting blocked up by his own illusion there. It does get affected by the blood right. They toss forward. MNT on top of Jonas and Fan. They get another. And they find Hanskin as well. The tree is tossed out. It's got the shrine heal. Maybe turning around potential though with a flame break. MNT is being punched down by Frost. The boundless strike comes out as well from Chessie as they'll find the axe in return. So a close trade there between the teams.
It's a crazy battle for the 10-minute mark, right? The bounty runes are there and they forgot about them. Everyone backed away. The bounty rune. All right, there we go. Good. Frost got it. Not too often you see battles like that happening where I think all 10 heroes showed up at one point in that top river.
Yeah.
Centaur has been slowed down heavily though, because he was laning versus that Dazzle. So only 2,400 net worth on him, and the support axe on the side of Vega is actually ahead of him. So that 1k gold lead for Vega showing. They've gotten their first set of wards down in very optimal positions too. So they're able to watch the activeness of TFT.
Having to use the Stampede to get to safety and some fan.
How does the, you've probably seen this one more in your pubs, the Ag Stampede if Monkey King's on a tree, does he just get knocked down?
It did used to,
but I think they fixed it.
I don't know if they did they fix it? I don't know if that was just considered, you're an idiot, you know, if you're standing on the tree when he does it.
We'll see when we get there.
I think they may have made it so, yeah, it doesn't still screw your teammate over the bottom. While the back in the wall, the call.
To 4v4.
Frost will lay down the blood right, but Hansken is ticking down low. They're diving in under the tower, looking for the kill. Make sure they get the kill. They do, but it is going to cost Kezu his life as he dives in for the support bat. Jonas and Fan also able to nuke down the Dazzle with the double edge. ZMNT is able to TP away, so a 2 for 1.
Great little flame break, and just being under the tower there, they've got good ways of like controlling areas on the side of TFT. Their team fight, even when we get to later stages like the Monkey King, the Blood Right, Centaur, it's all about like this area fight. So getting that Blood Right on top of a flame break pushback, they get themselves a little bit of better exchange there. So yeah, it's actually just brawls, right? 4 heroes showing up, 4 versus 4 in the bottom lane after a 5 versus 5 in the top. At that like 10-12 minute mark. Crazy. Madara only level 7 right now on Jug. What level's Frost actually on the Bloodseeker? So he's level 10 compared to a level 7 Juggernaut. That's pretty significant. Even though the Jug had a very good lane up top, his levels are impacted.
Frost. Mandarin just goes immediately for the TP out.
It's a long one.
Oh, it is a very long one. He died. Wait, did he?
Where did he TP? Did he TP to tier 1?
He TP'd to tier 1 that was still in range at the rupture distance.
He took rupture damage.
I think we'll be able to maybe see the replay after this. I think he did. He TP'd to somewhere.
Oh, did he walk? He may have taken a step because I think he was shadow purged and he had...
But that was he still had a bit of health.
We're gonna see.
Did he take a walk?
I think he TP'd to the tower. I'm pretty sure he TP'd to the tower. Yeah, I was like, what the?
Yeah, because it was the rupture. I think he TP'd to somewhere that was within range of, you know, the distance where you still take rupture damage.
Oh no, Madara. They probably could have gotten the stun on him too because of that, but he ends up just dying to the rupture distance through TP.
I mean, was that a miss? Did he intend to TP there?
I wouldn't think so. No. Remember, PSA people, 1200 range.
Well, how big's 1200 range? To give some comparisons. That's like
a little bit smaller than the Phoenix Egg. Just a tiny bit. It's your blink distance. Pretty much your blink distance that you usually have. Oh, that's so rough. And we were already mentioning how he is, you know, he was having good farm, but his levels, he's only level 8 on the Jug. And these carry heroes on the side of TFT, they are like level 10s and 11s. A full Blink Dagger now finished up for Dendy, so they've got a big playmaker now, because the Axe, he's a support this game. He can't actually get a Blink at a decent time. So now, with Dendy's Blink, they can run around the map and make those plays in a much easier fashion.
Let's see what they can get. Out they go. Ready to hunt, ready to find.
And of course, we didn't point this, but Kezu, this is the build that we've seen on the Darkseer when it is played. Is you get the Dominator for yourself. So you have your own like vacuum combo if you do get the Centaurs, and it's just really good to have that creep with the Ion Shell. So Blink Dagger reveal. Who are they gonna get? It's gonna be Captain.
He's gone.
So now it's a good kill too, because sure it's like your 5 position or 4.5 position Bat Rider, but it leads into a tower, even though the tower is very low.
Alright, more money from Matter.
They gotta keep those plays going though. Tiny gotta keep making those moves so they can get space for the Axe to get Blink. As the runes come up, it's 2 for 2. Looks like it's gonna be.
Still very close overall on the number front.
Yeah. Experience, I believe, should be leading TFT by a bit though.
Yeah, about a couple thousand.
It's early.
Still, yeah, nothing crazy.
as they're continuing to just apply pressure in the bottom lane. They don't want to be playing around that top side of the map. They haven't had any of their towers threatened is the big thing on Vega. Like TFT, they're matching kills, but they're not actually hitting any towers. And Dendi
finding another
again.
Yeah, he does gets on top of the bat nice and easy.
Yeah, TFT, they really need to start actually, like, instead of just looking for kills, because it's just been non-stop battle in this game. They're actually not hitting buildings. Now we see the Centaur hitting top tower, but Vega, they're claiming a tier 2 out of all this. But the wraparound is coming now. Monkey King is in the trees with the full Echo Saber finished. Oh. They saw him for a second. They've placed a lot of vision down bottom 2 behind the tower. They have a ward. And yeah, they get a tier 2.
Very early time, 16 minutes in, Vega. Gonna have an easier job of sort of just taking away TFT's jungle from them. Gives them for the Axe Blink.
Yeah. So they've got 2 ways to set up kills around the map, and now they've got better team fight too.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
TFT, they're really relying on having Jonas get Blink, but he, of course, he went for the hood first on this Centaur, so it's going to take him a little bit more time.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
MNT shows that he has the Blink now, so if they were not aware of it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane, there's the jump, Dendi. Easy CS, pecks it. In a bit of trouble, he tries for the TP out with the Grave. He's not gonna make it. Shadow Demon's there with the disruption just in time to catch him at the end of the TP. Mid lane Chessie as well with an Invis rune. Hanskin can hunt for more.
Really wanted to save the lasso there, you could tell. That was good communication coming in, but Hanskin 3 times now.
I see Chessie. Should be able to find the kill on the Kedger in return, but the setup there, the Blood Bride's come into play. MNT has got to be careful, did start to walk into the Wukong's command, but TFT finding these kills. Now it's given the space for Jonas and Fanya to have his Blink on top of the full hood.
I think Hanskin should go for like Bracer and a Raindrop or something, so he doesn't just get killed in the combo. I didn't see what he actually had queued up just yet on the bat.
Would you even advocate for hood on the bat, or is that a little too far? Do you think? Does that just slow down everything else too much? If you got
I think it slows down too much. I think at least like a Raindrop. A Raindrop can be really useful because then sometimes you'll just survive.
So what about a casual? Sometimes we see a casual cloak, don't we, on some heroes against Tiny?
Sometimes.
It's tough for him. Anytime he's seen, he is an easy kill for Dendi.
He is a 5-position bat, though, right? So they are always getting the 5-position bat with the Blink kills on the Tiny. So maybe that's why he doesn't mind too much. And he's prioritizing the Blink. Bottom. They're trying to set up for this, but they do have that deep ward on the side of Vega. Again.
All right.
He stepped up way too far.
I mean, then he's loving this.
I didn't think he was continuing on the bat bottom after he showed himself with the Firefly.
Yeah, he's Dendi getting free kills every time.
Bit over aggressive here by Hanskin. And they smoke up immediately. They're looking to keep battling with double blinks.
So now they've got the numbers. Dendi surge forward. See if he can find the jump.
His tower mid is also very low, Jonas.
Oh, he goes past Jonas. He wants the easy kill arrow. I say that. Arrow's actually going to be able to run away. Dendi, I don't think he had a tree in his hand when he made the jump. And now Jonas and Fan jumps in with the counterplay. That's the who stomp. Dendi kept alive by the shallow grave. He's going for the TP out. Is he going to be fine? He is. Dendi will make it out of there. The rest of Vega, they dropped the wall. They
lost Chessie right at the start of the fight, too. Chessie's just dead to a single axe call. Getting surrounded on by everybody.
MNT trying to move forward for even more there.
Amidara also with the Omni, of course, to kill Chessie. They just blew him up. Then he survives. Get the tower. Good moves by Vega.
Oh, it really is. They're really making it come together. This game, as I say, where they relied on their sort of the magic pick, the dark seer. No one else would do it. Kezi would. He's done it before and it did great things. And this game, it could certainly be the pick that allows them to stay in the competition.
As he has gone. Okay, so he switched now for the Bracer after he dies a couple times. He's like, alright, I'm going drums. Okay, Frost finds himself a kill with Jonas with that blink. I meant he's stepping a bit too far up.
Middle tower looks to be
Dendi, I believe that should be the full Echo Saber. Yep. On the way out, as well as a bottled DD rune.
That didn't actually set him up to kill any of those cores, except for, I mean, Centaur.
Maybe not the Sense.
Yeah, he can kill Bloodseeker or the Monkey King now with that.
Definitely.
Chessie in position. They want to, like I was mentioning, they want to get towers. Like these kills, them matching kills is cool on TFT being 16-16, but they have to be sure to emphasize that they get some map control off of this. So now, surrounding around mid with all 5 heroes. Scan comes out from Vega, so they do know that TFT is positioned around here. Sending an illusion. Full mech finished on Kezu, so they're probably feeling that they can actually take a fight as long as it's not into some high ground. They know. Vega just knows that they're up there, all playing on the right side here, waiting for an opportunity. And the line is drawn. They decide, never mind, we're just going to be able to push out these side lanes. As we've already lost our tower, no need to take a fight there for no reason.
I mean, as this game goes on, I mean, how do you sort of consider Jug the sort of the later that a game goes nowadays? Like, is this a hero that does scale, or does Jug sort of hit a ceiling pretty early on?
I mean, he can definitely continue scaling as long as he stays toward the top there. Because it's like not like he's playing versus some super. Oh, nice Euroscepter, quick play there.
Oh, but Frost, he does get jumped on with Dendy with the double damage rune, not enough to damage her. Frost survives, turns, they get the Wukong's command down. It's TFT, they're ready to turn and fight back. Jonas Van goes in with the jump stun. He's got a lockdown on Kezu. Kezu's still able to surge away Matter with the Shallow Grave. He's still alive for now. He's able to get the Omni Snatch off. Jumps in, he's still alive. They get Matter out, he's able to heal, and there's the tag team. MNC in with the 2-man call. Vega, they take the team fight, they take the kills, they get a double kill for MNT, and they keep the Jug alive. Matter just able to get that Omni Slash out before he died there.
I cannot. That literally just the small little things all coming together, right? The Dazzle heal on top of the Grave, Mech as well as that Dominator 2, just the HP region that comes into play. I cannot believe that Jug survived.
They're pushing on, they've got the sustain. No real reason to back up as of now. They want to push for more, they don't. They are going to play it safe. The full 5-man of TFT about to respawn.
Beautiful. Works out perfectly. It looked scary for them for a second too, because Hansen got the jump follow-up. We can see that one again. The insta-Yules, of course, breaking. Dendy gets a combo out on the side here. Chessie looks like an amazing Wukong's command, zoning everybody out. But Manta, they will keep Madara alive.
7 HP! 1 HP, sure that was albeit when he had the Grave on him. But it's when this Grave wears out, he finds a target just in time so he can be bouncing around that Omni Slash whilst the Grave was not there anymore. So we had that extra sort of timing of safety, and MNT, as we saw, they're just jumping in, getting the 2-man call, making that a real deal there, that fight.
Peksu, MVP, right? Getting a 7 HP Grave off on the sidelines, being in the right place at the right time. Gotta give it to the support players. No, that was absolutely perfect. TFT, they have to be careful of that. Always be careful of that Grave. You have to try to lock him down inside of the team fight. I think Jonas tried, but it wasn't quite enough. There's a 4K lead for Vega. And now they have a base ward too. They've got that tier 3 down, so they can look to threaten shrines at times. And they're on the go again. They're being very active this game. It's really good to see, actually.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Definitely feeling their power peak. On skin.
Stamping's going to be used here. It's TFT. They're running, they're hiding. Vega Squadron are coming and hunting. Well, looks like they'll let them be for now. It's a little too far the distance they create. Relic very close for Frost.
He's still farming very well. Yeah, 5-1 and 4, but as we say that.
Oh, he just about had the money for the Relic. And he gets dunked down. What's he on now? He must have lost a few hundred on that. So, just push that little bit back, because that was going to be a pretty damn good timing on the Radiance. Now just made that a little bit slower.
And they can get a Roche out of this too. That's huge for Vega. Great pick up there. The Axe having a Blink Blade Mill already as a support Axe. Having this Juggernaut too, this is one of the big benefits. You do Roche and you're all full HP still at the end of it. So they can continue to apply their pressure on the map. And he looks like he should be able to continue scaling very nicely versus this Monkey King as well as this Bloodseeker.
Do you like the build from him this game? So the Manta into then the Maelstrom? Because I feel like when we do see Jug, we do see a lot of varieties and the itemization.
When we see Jug, when the hell do we? I mean, we did see this.
We saw it the other day. We had 2 Jugs today.
Yeah. He had Battle Fury in that game, right? I missed part of it. I didn't see the whole build.
It's a long time ago.
Okay, I did see that he had Battle Fury as first item, so that's usually what we see when it's the Jug. But Manta proved incredible in that last fight as to get the grave off on him. Yep, avoid the silence too. And the Maelstrom, it's a good damage item. Good to clear waves. Good to keep your farm up.
Good against the Monkey King as well with that boosted armor and the Wukongs. You've got that magical that doesn't give a damn about the armor.
And good versus several like little magic damage instances when he finishes the Mjolnir, right? So if they're like sticky plus Firefly, he can just get lots of Mjolnir procs inside the fights. Full Guardian Greaves now too on Kezu. So their team fight's looking real strong on Vega. Their sustain is incredibly high inside of it with that Dazzle as well as that Darkseer.
Mid lane, and I would say too. Tower taken here by Vega.
They just constantly Peksu too, sitting in the back, just throwing, even like these small things, right? Throwing the medallion on the Jug constantly, just making sure that he's not going to take too much extra damage if they do commit forward. Chessie does have BKB now finished, and he started to fall a bit behind in that net worth, even though having a great Wukong's command in the last fight. Has died a couple of times, but they're looking to fight.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen. That's what it gets being so far away.
7k gold lead now for Vega as they're farming very nicely on the map.
Yeah, look at that drop off. It was a close game for the most part until now.
Yeah, I mean this axe is the Blink Blade almost a Yule's finished. He's got same net worth as Chessie on a Monkey King.
He is massive. MNC.
Hanskin. Gonna find him again. Oh, Hanskin, you know you were asking about the support back,
We
right?
said it was a risk. We said it was a risk to try. And, I mean, he's just died a lot, Hanskin. The bat just doesn't sort of have that same powerful feeling when he's running over people with Sticky and Firefly in those early stages when he is under-leveled. And sort of further, obviously further behind than he would be if he was a solo laner. And now Vega. In position once again, down bottom.
They've got Aegis, they've got this big timing that we were talking about.
They can fully commit for this melee axe.
Yep.
Pretty good move if you ask me.
How do they get pushed off? By TFT.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
In the woods down.
Tower's under attack.
Someone has to try to commit forward to kill it. Oh, he cut down his tree! Oh, they didn't notice.
Now they did. They saw it now. They'll jump in straight away with the Omni Slash, but Chessie's able to run off with the BKB. Gets himself away, Kezu. Oh, he's been ruptured. He's got to hold still.
He almost ran to his death.
He nearly did. They're starting to heal him up slowly, but the blood rise down. Kezu, he's dead. What? He ran too far as he bled. They've lost 2. TFT, can they find more from this Peksu? He's going to throw himself, try and sort of create a distraction to get the others out of there, but indeed that's 3 dead on Vega Squadron. Frost still chasing. MNT's got the Yules to hold him back and will be able to blink away. That fight there, Kezu he lost half his HP straight up as he surged and tried to back off, and he realized a little too late.
Half? I think he lost like all of his HP to it. Look how much damage it did.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, yeah.
Just when it looked like they were going to be able to take a Rax.
I thought he had a blade mail for a second and he was running with it. I was like, oh, okay. But then I looked and I was like, oh, that's not him. That's not him with the blade mail.
Tower looks to be disintegrating.
Oh boy, now TFT. Quick to hit back hard down the middle. Jump forward, MNT, trying to start things. There's the defensive disruption, wall's going to be popped down as well. Madara trying to move in with the Blade Fury. The BKB's up on Chessie. Chessie Banner's trying to hold back the axe. They've got the Stampede as well as the leap to keep Chessie out of harm's way. So they get themselves out. They don't get the tier 2 tower. Vega are able to push back TFT before they claim it. The game continuing and back to being even closer. Just a 4k lead for Vega Squadron after they made that mess up down bottom.
Monkey King still not farming in that incredible fashion, and they pretty much now have, I mean, we were mentioning it, so Vega has 4 cores because of sex.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Especially considering the impact that MNT's having in these fights. It's huge.
Don't look good.
Aegis gets reclaimed, so that was the Aegis threat by Vega, and they get pushed off a bit here. Now bounty runes will be, let's get 2 for 2 again, so gold change will not be there. Jonas in position to try to set up for this, for a gank down bottom. Has the Crimson Guard going just for Crimson Pipe, standard items on the Centaur. This game, it's not like an overwhelming Crimson Guard game like the last one where it's versus like Visage Familiars and PL Illusions, but it's still a good pickup and definitely what you want to always have as your offlaners.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Jesse cutting some waves, trying to slow down that push. Bottom.
New setup from MNT. Stampede is out, but he gets the cool off in time. Holding the center in place. Dandy's going to be there with the follow-up combo. Up in the air he goes. He's already used the avalanche. They got the damage. Oh, they got the vacuum. As they will suck the life out of Jonas and Fan. Got that AoE talent now as well, Kezu. So, big setup potential.
That plus 75.
I mean, you know,
it's something. I mean,
it's not like the AoE Berserker's cool, you know, it's not sort of those numbers of an increase, but it's an increase.
Watch, he gets a 5-man vacuum now.
5-man back, I'm ready.
He has the Blink Dagger too, so it is definitely a possibility for him to try to set up.
If he gets that into a Dendy Avalanche, into a MNT Call, they do have, you know, really nice follow-up for the good vacuums.
And he has good illusion targets too if he does hit the wall replica, right? Yeah. He has the Bloodseeker with the Radiance in particular that he can get for his teammates. As the call comes out immediately.
MNT, he was ready for that one.
Beautiful. MNT's just all over the place this game. 10, 3, and 5 on this support axe.
Yeah, I think this guy, I mean, if you're not hashtag it, I mean, what is the hashtag? Is it maybe
next time? It's
you have to write the full name. You have to write the full name, chat, if you want to give your MVP to Mr. Maybe next time.
Good read of the map. I mean, Chelsea stayed there for a long time in the same location, but still, it's a very good move by maybe next time. As they're threatening high ground with that kill.
There's the jump. Lasso is there. With the rupture, they can't get to him for the grave. Matter is gone. Jump forward from Jonas and Fan. He's got the Who Stomp holding Petri down. He's out of it. Chetsy's already setting up for more. They've got the Yules on Kezu. Kezu turns. He's been silenced. He'll put the grease to remove it. The wall's down as well, but he can't escape. As Vega again, a failed attempt to break the base. Losing the team fight, losing 3 heroes.
Hanskin getting the perfect target there this time around. I don't know if it seemed like they almost weren't prepared for this. It's like maybe they were prepared for the Centaur starting the fight, but as for the Bat starting the fight, it seemed like it caught Vega completely off guard.
Yeah, Madara was not ready to be lassoed, and no grave in time.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Maybe with the grave, you know, the time is there for an Omni Slash and a Blade Fury to come out, and you can at least get close to bringing down and kill him in turn for losing 3, but it wasn't the case. They lose 3.
And back the other way we go. It was looking like like an 8 or 9k maybe something gold lead for Vega, as now
they keep building it back up and then throwing it away.
Down to 4.
They're really struggling to push the base. This seems to be where everything falls apart for Vega.
They wanted to take advantage because the Monkey King was dead, but Monkey King bought back and they got the perfect jump on TFT. I love rupture combos.
It's so hard to play against, especially with Jug. Even with his eye build, the Jug's just not got much HP, right?
No.
Just a 1600 HP. He's very vulnerable.
He needs the Lincolns.
He's not got any beef.
Or multiple Lincolns for them to try to protect the versus that Bat lasso. You know, we don't see Bat too much, but that is the key item. You can't let yourself get lasso, because even if you get your spin off, you're still gonna get pulled ruptured and die. So they weave themselves up, setting up for some type of fight here. They have their lanes in a good spot too.
See what they can get. MNT tries with the jump in. He's able to get the Battle Hunger out on Zero. There's going to be the call, the Wukong's command from Chelsea. Lays down the positioning with the BKB. They'll bring MNT back down with the Purge as they'll get the axe. And some Fan, he's now being focused by Vega. The healing ward down as well as Vega do team up onto the Centaur. They've got the Omni Slash. They're committing everything for this kill, but it's not enough. There's the vacuum though. On to 3. Moving forward. Jonas and Fan is trying to get himself away, but he cannot. They'll lose the Centaur. Error takes a tree to the face from Dondo. As Chelsea hides, holds his breath. He will show himself with the boundless strike. He wants to jump in. The tag team with Jonas and Fan gets the double.
And Frost is now kiting them because of the thirst movement speed.
And Kezu. Can he run away? The chase is on. And it looks like he'll be fine enough with the surge. Chelsea does come hunting in the trees. He's still moving forward, but Kezu should be fine. They do have Stampede intent.
That was an excellent buyback from Jonas. He drew them into this like funneled area, which almost kind of hurt them a bit because of the vacuum combo, but gets the buyback. Chessie patiently awaits in the tree with those Jingu stacks, gets the boundless strike on 2, and that follow-up. Very nice by TFT to punch back twice now. Two very efficient buybacks that chunk that gold lead down. And Frost survives too during it. They had him isolated on the left side, but that thirst movement speed is too much.
I mean, what is this Vega doing anything wrong, do you feel, in the team fights? Like, because the last 3 times they've attempted to sort of use their advantage, their lead, it's just not paid off.
They're getting jumped on.
Wrong?
They're getting initiated on. Yeah. Or, I mean, in that one, MNT, he botched the initiation.
He went very far.
He did his call, and then he blinked in afterwards. Yeah. So if they can get the initiations, it'll definitely be a different situation. But yeah, they've pretty much got initiated on in the last 3 situations. It's that, or they can either they try to make these plays, which they want to do, or they can just play a little bit more defensively and try to set up for those rushes. But they want to make the play, so saying that's kind of pointless.
Well, let's see where they go from here.
Blink, full blink and full force staff on Hanskin. Like, that's extremely significant how much he's caught up. He's 3, 10, and 11 on the bat, but
he's getting these goals. He's been in part of these sort of turnaround fights that TFT are getting away with.
And now even if they do get those Lincoln Spheres, he's got a way to deal with it, right? He can break it with the force staff if he wants to. He ideally wants to get the lasso and pull them out, but then we see Chessie waiting. He had the Jingu, so he heals off the boundless strike and the beautiful combo coming in. And look at Frost, because of that movement speed. He just zooms out of there.
And perfect play, perfect setup and counter from TFT. 25 to 26. 3k lead still for Vega Squadron, but there's a Bloodseeker. Frost, the most farmed in the game right now, and it's only going to continue with that radiance that he has. As the Warriors certainly there for Vega Squadron. The last 3 plays they've attempted to make have ended in disaster.
They got to be sure to have like those wards and sentries as well inside the team fights, because I do believe TFT, they had that ward and sentry on the high ground the whole time, and Vega, they were kind of jumping in just a little bit blind as Hanskin finds the jump again.
Straight in, onto Manor. Can they kill him in time? The vacuum wall's going to be there. Denny comes in as well with the avalanche. The boundless strike down, and the Manor is still alive. The Grave, keeping him safe, but it dies. They don't have any way to keep him alive after that Grave wears off. For Kezu, beaten down as well by Chessie. Dendy's trying his best to fight up against him. There's going to be 2 buybacks here. There's MNT chasing down area in the trees, but Frost, Chessie there upon the axe. Double kill for Frost. 3 buybacks now. They're putting everything into this fight. But TFT, they can already sort of back off. They don't have to be a part of this.
Force the fight now for Vega. Since you did those, go to the Roche. That's the only thing you can do. If you've
3 buybacks this much, you on the line.
Something.
Committed for this Roche. Are they going to get back in there, TFT? It could be game winning. It is a risk. As can they really tackle Vega a second time?
They don't have their initiations. They don't have any of their ultimates either.
Stampede's up in 5.
Okay.
Gets caught. MNT. Gets the catch onto the Centaur. Dendy's in with the combo, but the boundless strike slows things down. Jones and fans able to force down to the low ground. He's out.
Look at Vega. He's just pumping the shadow.
They need to finish this Roche. 3 buybacks for this. They can't afford to be forced away.
They are, and the ultimates are coming back up now from TFT.
They brought back for what? Dendy, he wants it. He sees it, but he knows he can't have it. It's too risky now.
Hanskin's just waiting for the jump. If he gets initiation again.
Dendy just checking out the pit, making sure they're not in it yet.
It's just like they have so much follow-up with the initiation, right? We were talking about that zone control that TFT has. If they do get the lasso, it's like Blood Right, Monkey King ulti, and then it's just panic.
The target's
Madara got silenced after his mantle, so he can't even Omni Slash or anything like that, and he's ruptured. Everything just gets thrown on this Juggernaut because they know that's the one that's going to be dealing the most damage in the fight. The Tiny, he's all about like jump in, kill someone, get out, jump in, kill someone, get out. Even though Dendy's quite farmed, and he's 6, 2, and 7, it really is the Jug who is all that consistent damage dealing that's going to be coming out. So if they get Madara again, be very troublesome for Vega.
Who's Dendy? Still scanning things out, making sure that TFT themselves don't go into the pit and start hitting away at Rush. TFT unlikely to do so. Much more happier playing the waiting game and looking to jump Vega when Vega themselves maybe run out of patience.
Yeah, they just sit, wait for this Roche. Illusions versus illusions. Shadow Demon. They can keep throwing things to scout out the pit too. DD and Dendi, so double. We do have double runes coming out. It's 40 minutes. Haste is Juan Madara. But there you can just see Vega. They really wanted to get something big out of that triple buyback, but now they're in a bit of a awkward stance. As TFT, they're just staying on this high ground, staying where they are. Hanskin, don't cut that tree again, though. Be careful, I'm watching you.
Dendi. Sleeping into the shadow play, but there's the jump. The lasso's been made. The Wukong's command has been laid down as well. Yule's up from MNC. Will dodge the boundless strike, but he's brought back down. Does get forced outside of the Wukong. Dendi on the side of the BKB. Coming onto Frost, but Frost, he's been able to retreat. Dendi, he's standing in position. Does get the blink out. He's been ruptured. He has to be careful. He moves around the team fight. Jonas and Van trying to take the tension away from the rest of the fight. His Vega Squadron will look to move towards him, but he blinks out. Jonas and Van's fine. MNC still alive. And all the Omni slash on the Jesse. Jesse's dead. Madara forced up that kill. Jesse got Dendi. He got Frost. He was able to get back in on top of them with the double damage rune. They could buy back on the two of them, but Jesse does not have buyback for that.
Having that, I mean, getting a DD rune on the timing of the BKB.
Dendi.
He got 1,400 gold for that kill.
Dondo as Kezu. He's ready to commit, see if he could set up for more. Bloodbright's going to be there to slow them down, but they're chasing Era. Era's got the Glimmer Kit. They've got eyes on the Frost as well. Frost brought back. He cannot fall, but he may just... They've got the control. The call's in. Frost, he's dead. Dendi's in with the damage. Jonas and Van gets the 3-man who's done with the battle. I'm going to toss Dendi. Closing the gap. Getting MNT in on top of Jonas and Van. The call comes in. A defensive destruction being used by Era. Trying to buy time for Jonas and Van to survive, and it will be enough. But there's 2 now dead on TFT. Vega Squadron, can they push there? Where's the creeps? All waves have been pushed over onto Vega Squadron's half of the map. So they don't have the means to push, despite getting 2 cores out of the map for quite some time. We'll see how quickly they can get those waves back over to the base.
That was such a good comeback there for Vega. MNT getting the, of course, surviving with the Yule Scepter. Dendi just finding the backline.
Oh, and MNT. He's got the control. Has he got the damage? Now Hansken goes for the lasso TP. Now keep him safe.
That was so clutch. Like that DD rune with the BKB timing. Frost just got killed by Dendi alone, because he got jumped on initially by Dendi, and then the secondary jump Dendi also finds him.
He was still too low.
Yeah,
as he came back in. But with the way those waves have been sort of kept back, Hansken, nice play there, keeping the waves off of TFT's half of the map. It looks like they're going to be okay for now. Chessie does respawn. Still a bit of time without Frost. Let's see what Vega Squadron can do with this. There's no Bloodseeker for 30 seconds. Can they at least finish off this bottom racks?
They know that lasso is used defensively by Hanskin.
Yeah, that is true. Dendi, MNT quickly forcing through the trees, trying to see if he can get a cheeky catch onto the Monkey King. Won't be the case. But Vega Squadron, they will get the melee racks. Let's stick around for the ranged ones as well. More money into the bank for them. It's back to a 7k lead, Vega Squadron.
So many buybacks used in those last few moments, yeah, Vega. Now they're getting these crucial items to protect off of those initiations. Double Lincoln's finished up. Darkseer and Juggernaut have them done. And as we see, it really is so much on those initiations. If you can actually kill the target with that first jump. As with Aegis and Cheese, Vega, they are feeling much more comfortable. They have their 3 lanes pushed out. They can just look to go for it again. Look for mid. Jonas trying to push top in as much as possible before the fight does ensue. Check the double bounties first, or the double runes first. See if you get that DD, that precious DD that we love so much. But they're smoked, and they're looking for the catch. They're on the prowl. Look at this MNT. He's expecting this creep cut to happen. He knows. He's predicting.
Is he going to jump down? Is he going to go for the wave clear? Or is he going to hold on?
Uh-oh. MNT knows. He knows that they're trying to stall. And
Jesse. He's down. It shows. He's out.
Jeez. MNT with that game sense.
He was ready to hunt for that one.
But they push Vega away from pushing that high ground. Delaying this Aegis cheese. Or the Aegis at least. Still have a little bit over a minute left on that Aegis. And they do have 2 side lanes pushing in, so they could still look to threaten on the side of Vega, TFT. You can see them all collectively inside of their base, just being as defensive so they don't get caught out.
Jesse once again. And he goes over the trees, getting ready to keep that top wave shoved down. MNT is going to be there with the wave cut though.
He doesn't have a TP either, so he can't actually do the same thing as last time.
Well, they're trying to make it go. They're going to jump onto MNT. Is there going to be any help for him? He's dragged very, very deep with a rupture on him. MNT's dead.
Good way to punish when you see people split up and set up like that on the side of TFT. Punish that axe. So they'll push Vega away from going for that high ground push again.
Just making this game a little bit harder for the side of Vega Squadron to close up.
Oh, another DD. Drops the bottle for Madara, and I believe that is the full AC now finished for Dendi. So his right-clicking damage, he's a pretty beastly force in those fights.
Yeah, can certainly help the team against the Monkey King and the Bloodseeker. As both teams understandably playing very careful now. Could still swing both ways, and a loss here means the end of your hopes and dreams for this major and minor.
Vega lost most of their wards on the map as the gem was picked up on the Batrider, so immediately you see Vega, they buy their own gem. They want to be able to have and control their own map. As now TFT, they're looking for their own jump. The Aegis is gone, so they want to try to find something here. While Vega is backing up, but Vega, they do expect this. They back up into their base. And of course we do see the rupture damage taken on Bloodseeker this game, as they have great tools to pull people. Vega very worried about getting jumped while their axe is still dead, so just playing as safe as possible in the base.
Well, let's see, they're starting to come out once more. MNT's going to be back up. They can TP over to the shrine and join the team.
They still have good momentum pushing in toward bottom because of that Rax they took. So they're always just gonna have to worry about the other 2 lanes, and they only have to worry about playing around them as well.
Still no buyback for at least a minute on, or around a minute for both the Axe, as well as both the Bloodseeker and the Batrider. If Vega Squadron can force a pick off now, doesn't look to be the case. They'll just try and get themselves over, get some vision.
Yeah, get vision and take out vision, since they bought their own gem as well recently.
Scanning for enemies.
Looks like Chelsea's just trying to tank up. Went for the Scotty build, now he's going for AC too.
Okay.
Just try to enable your cores too. If you're allowing your Frost as a Bloodseeker in the fights to just run around rampant while everybody's getting slowed by Scotty, and you get amplified because of the armor, it'd be very nice. And he wants to counteract the AC of Tiny. As Vega still positioned around that top side, just wanted to keep that high ground advantage, because it's all, like we said, it's still a lot about those initiations.
The counterplay's going to be there. The defensive disruption does come out from Era, keeping Hansken alive. Jump forward, Gedge gets the 3-man back wall. Blink KP's out for Jesse. The chase is there. They're looking to try and finish off Hansken, but he's out with the blink. Hansken will survive. Dendi, can he get the grab onto anyone else? Era back up to the high ground. Dendi won't go for him. TFT able to split and separate after a failed jump.
All about having those quick fingers, right? Like, he popped the Manta as soon as he sees someone try to break his Linkens and try to lasso. So it makes it much harder for Batrider to get that initiation.
Ever so close there.
Yep.
To losing that jug. It's a matter of money is there for the butterfly. Probably going to see him consider holding off for buyback god as well now at this stage.
Yep, still, it's all about this Roche.
Yeah.
They have to keep the position here. They at least have one ward placed on the side there. Could see it get de-warded though. Frost steps up pretty far.
MNT tries for a jump. It's not going to find it. Frost lays down a rupture, keeps the distance at the same time. They're trying to make a go on to Den. He's being slowed down by the demonic purge of Era. Will now wear off with the BKB. He can walk it away. Hansken checking out the status of the Roche pit with the Rangers' Firefly duration. Vega, they are around the pit with the healing wall ready to go. No stampede now for TFT. Jump, MNT. He gets the call. He found Era. Era's gone. Shadow Demon out for this defense.
They know everything was used. They know Rupture was used. They know Lasso was used.
Oh, they want to go for more?
Big ones. They want more.
Madara trying to get a lockdown onto Frost, but Frost with the blade mount. Walks his way back at the high ground. Does force out a buyback from Era. Whilst this is going on, Jonas and Fan doing his best to keep these waves shoved over onto Vega Squadron's half of the map. As Roshan still left untouched for now.
Yep. Keep making them move around the map constantly so that you can try to take those fights. You see Chessie push top as well immediately.
Hanskin has got eyes on Dendi. Dendi there with the backup Madara and Peksu.
Never wants to, like another PSA, never lasso Tiny.
Yeah.
It is the shortest duration lasso ever.
Absolutely no time at all.
Yeah, always just try to focus on the initiators, either the Axe or the Juggernaut if you can. Maybe even, I mean, in some situations it could be okay to get the Dazzle. Which is not the Tiny. As they constantly use their Mantas, use their illusions on the side of TFT to keep pushing out those lanes safely. "51 minutes.
That's such a tough game for both teams to actually close up.
Yeah.
We've seen sort of Vega Squadron still be sort of closer to doing so each time, but with the pace of the game as it is, each time TFT have had available buybacks, they've had ways to push them back. The Roshan, that could make all the difference. You get the Sage's Cheese, get one Refresher Shard on.
MNT or the Jug. Double Omni
I think the double, yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah, for Madara.
I think double Omni is
super
nice.
Better.
Yeah. Like double call is sometimes amazing, but double Omni can just win you the game.
But that's just so much damage. Take a double Omni on Chessie in the midst of his Wukong's command. He could certainly fall. That's Dendi. On the hunt, a little late with the avalanche, so Hansken will be able to get over the cliff, but there's MNT. Close the gap, Dendi's got the damage. Hanskin is gone. Again, another situation though where the bat does have the availability for buyback.
They lost their gem though.
And he will do so. Which
hurts quite a bit. Is that they don't have another one for some time. So now 2 gems on the side of Vega, they can claim all the vision control.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
As they continue, just play around that high ground over near this Radiant Ancient. And they have the high ground vision too on the hill.
Where do they go from here? Final tribe. They're ready as the 5 of them into the pit. Vega Squadron are going to start making attempts onto the Roshan. Hansken's on the high ground with the Firefly, ready to make a jump in and find him. Jumps in, gets the Dazzle. Ideally, a quick and easy kill if they can kill him in time. Pay him too. Oh! And now, with the 3-man vacuum, Denny's going to be on top of it with the Avalanche. The BKB's come out from Chessie. They have killed off Peksu, but Era's solo. Chessie as well getting comboed down in the midst of the Wukong's command. They've lost 3 TFT. They're going to lose more, potentially Jonas and Fan. Being chased by Madara. Denny's going to be in as well with the blink. The control, it's there. Sets up for the kill on Jonas and Fan. He'll buy back, but MNT, he's caught Frost, trapped him down. Frost gets slapped down by Dendi. Madara with the triple kill.
They didn't finish off the Dazzle at all.
They didn't.
Get Vega comboed.
The grave. He got all of his spells out. And there's 2 gems chilling here for Vega. They're gonna go for the rush. I mean, there's 3 dead without buyback. I think Vega may be better invested with this time to just get down mid, get themselves another set of racks. They want to play it safe. They want to get Roche before they do try for a Rax push. They are still going to have a good amount of time to do so just against 2 heroes alive. But, I mean, they've got to go. Like, get yourself away from anything else. Push down mid. There's 3 dead. You know they don't have buyback. At least you know, actually, well, maybe you don't, because as you can see, Chessie, he doesn't have buyback because he doesn't have the gold. It's not a timing sort of problem. For Era, and for Hanskin it is. Their buybacks are still on cooldown.
They're just going straight to your force. They seem to know.
They know that, I mean, at this point, if Chessie's not buying back, you know something's up. You know he's not got the money for buyback. He's going to be back in 15. Vacuum's going to be attempted, doesn't catch any heroes. But Dendy and the boys on Vega, can they do it? Jonas in fact jumps in, goes for the Hoostomp, does get onto the three of them, Blood right there as well. Soon they will have the team back up. TFT 5 seconds. Can they actually give themselves a life for refresher? Used for the vacuum and wall onto Jonas in fact. They're chasing Frost. Frost is sort of drawing them away from the Ancient. Chessie comes in. Wukong's command is down. A balance strike onto the three of them. Graves off in time, but the lasso's there as well, holding down. And Madara, he gets the Omni Slash off. It's there, just in time. Onto Chessie, onto Active ONT with a call. They get the two of them. Madara's still alive for now. And even if he dies, he's still got that Aegis. It's for... Woo!
1,000 movement speed.
Oh, man. Look at him go. Until time, Blood right down. He's still running, still sprinting about.
They're all healing up with healing ward though.
They are, they're ready to go in again. Vega. They can push on. Frost, he's starting to slow down. He jumps in, jumping from MNC. The call, the control, they dunk. There's now Jonas Pan. He really is all alone. The last one left alive on TFT. Can he really buy time for them to respawn once again? I don't think he can. As Vega Squadron surrounding Denny with the toss and the tree slap takes him down. GG is called as Dendy and Vega Squadron will move on. Another round here in the lower bracket.
Man, that action by Hansen actually cost them pretty badly. Like, it was already still looking like Vega was going to take this one, but his teammates weren't there in time to kill this Dazzle. They get vacuum comboed with the Tiny coming in. Dendy coming in pretty clutch in this game. That DD rune, that BKB timing, he just killed Frost and got 1,500 gold for the kill.
Yeah. Frustrations there from TFT, understandable as well. Another loss that's going to be ever so painful for them. It was a close game, a well-fought game from both sides, but at the end of the day, they couldn't quite do it against Vega and Dendy.
Yeah, Vega make their Darkseer work again. They did it in the qualifiers earlier in the season, and with this Axe as well. MNT, like all of them were definitely having like pretty good showings on their heroes. Madara had a little bit of rough deaths early on, but it's a Juggernaut. It's a hero we don't see too often for a reason. But Axe, MNT, he got so much farm on it, and he just kept finding these perfect calls and initiations.
Oh, what a series. What a Vega Squadron coming out on top. I think a lot of people going into this one would have maybe seen TFT as the strongest side, but they're stepping it up, Vega. It's taking them a bit of time. You know, they had to get down to the lower bracket. And again, I don't know why they don't pick Kezzy Darkseer more. It seems like when they do it, they can make the magic happen. As I said, it was back, I believe, in European qualifiers of TI, right, where they were... I think they were one game of being knocked out in the lower, and again, they were out. Well, they won with the Kezzy Darkseer. They've done it again here. They keep their dreams alive.
They do, and after getting pretty thrashed in the first game,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely, quite a turnaround of the series as a whole. Vega Squadron and Dendy.